Well, thank you all for that warm welcome. For the past 2.5 weeks, my wife and I have been touring across the state of Texas. Together we have covered 40 cities for one reason, and that is to ensure that everyone across the Lone Star State will go out and vote. You know, we've been working ever since a hot day on July the 14th in San Antonio, Texas, coming up to this moment. But we are only on the 1 yard line. We still have 1 day to go. Everything that's happened until now has been built up for the sole purpose of what happens between now and 7 o'clock tomorrow night. The reason why we've been traveling and the reason why we are even still here in Austin, Texas right now campaigning is because the voice of Texans must be heard at the ballot box tomorrow. So I'm here once again to urge everybody to get out to vote, understanding that there are two problems that lie ahead for us tomorrow. One, there is heavy rain expected across the state of Texas. Do not let 1 day of rain dampen the imperative that you go vote. Your voice and your vote tomorrow will matter for more than just one rainy day. It'll matter for the next 4 years, for the future of Texas. But there's another reason why the Get Out the Vote effort will continue for 24 more hours. And that's because earlier today, Barack Obama was on a conference call with Wendy Davis, working to ensure that Barack Obama will turn out Wendy Davis's voters tomorrow for one simple reason. And that's because Wendy Davis is the ideological twin of Barack Obama. Texas cannot afford for the next 4 years in Texas to look like the last 6 years under Barack Obama. Together we can turn out a robust electorate tomorrow to ensure that Texas remains the #1 state in the United States of America for creating jobs. Together we will elevate our schools to make our education system #1 in the nation. And I will do what Barack Obama and the federal government have failed to do. I will secure our border. If you turn out and vote tomorrow, you will be a part of making Texas history. Because in 26 hours from now, my wife is going to be the first Hispanic First Lady in the history of this country. Texas is already great. By us working together, we will make Texas even better. Thank you so much. I want to convey a larger message.
Hey man. Hey man, how are you?
To so many people in this room,
You ready for this to be over?
looking around in a semicircle, actually larger than a semicircle, this has been a team effort for long more than a year. Volunteers who have worked so tirelessly, so hard for a singular goal, a singular mission that has required a lot of teammates. And I want to express my heartfelt thanks for all that you all have done, all those events that you all have put together across the state are all adding up, and all are going to pay off in a very dynamic and very positive way. So from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you for your hours and days and years of hard work and service to make sure that we keep Texas the best state in the nation. Thank you so much. We've been open 24 hours a day, round the clock, to turn out the vote. And I know that we made Texas history this weekend because we actually worked 25 hours in one day when the clocks were set back. Your long hours of hard work are making the difference, but we do need you to do just one more one more day of calls. Tonight, we're going to reach out to 1 million Texans. In the meantime, we will make well over 100,000 phone calls. And together, we will ensure a brighter future for the Lone Star State. So thank y'all so very much.
Sorry about Mother Nature tomorrow. Longview to Lubbock, as far south as San Antonio, heavy rain. This could impact you.
We're very concerned about the rain. We're trying to get a message out to all Texans that one day of rain is something to put up with to ensure they're able to shape the next 4 years of Texas. For one for another, listen, we want rain in this state. This is a blessing. People should go out and dance in the rain because we need it and want it so much. But do not let the rain dampen your effort to go out and cast a vote.
And how about President Obama coming out today to support Wendy Davis? Are you concerned that might draw out some of his voters, some of his support?
You know, we're not surprised. Listen, the Davis campaign has been run by Barack Obama operatives from the very beginning. Wendy Davis's ideology, the values she stands for, are the exact same as Barack Obama. She wants to raise taxes, impose heavy-handed regulations like Barack Obama had to crush jobs in the state. And I think Texans will reject both Barack Obama's ideology, Wendy Davis's ideology, and the fact that his campaign team was here in Texas trying to turn Texas into Barack Obama's vision for the future.
Early on. Go for it. I'm just curious, how do you call it at this point? Are you confident? Are you any guess here on the odds makers on this point, maybe?
I'll have to leave that to the pundits. What I am doing literally is we're working around the clock from now until 7 p.m. tomorrow. I'm going to be leaving here and going to participate in a process where I'll be visiting with voters across the state of Texas tonight, hopefully reaching as many as 1 million voters, and then we will be making phone calls tonight and tomorrow to get out the vote. We are going to fight to the very finish to earn everybody's vote.
Are you going to be making phone calls yourself?
Yeah, I'll be making phone calls myself, but I'm going to be participating in a group phone call where I'll be reaching out hopefully to as many as 1 million Texans tonight.
Early on, the Davis campaign went negative, aligning you with the word this, saying that you were responsible for the $5 billion education cutback. How do you speak to the people who may believe these ads? What do you say to that?
You know, we're going to find out something interesting tomorrow night because I think that this is a race more about hope and vision and opportunity as opposed to attack ads. If it turns out that I wind up winning, it's going to show that what Texans really expect out of their governor is someone who will cast a vision about what they will achieve for Texans. The only thing people know about Wendy Davis is she does not like Greg Abbott.
General.
In general, can you talk to us about the history, especially in the Valley area, and
the outreach to the Hispanic community has been unprecedented for any Republican in the state of Texas. I've had 17 trips down to the Rio Grande Valley. We have more campaign workers on the ground in the Rio Grande Valley than Rick Perry had in the entire state of Texas in the last election. To show you the connection about the role my mother-in-law has played, we had a huge event of about 500 people in Edinburgh a couple of days ago. As I was leaving, there was a woman who was working there who was unable to speak English. But I could understand a few words that she said because she kept repeating the word Suswego, talking about my mother-in-law. So she knew me from my mother-in-law.